Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to dip into spoilers because we got to. I can't talk about this fucking movie without spoilers. But I just got out of the Dragon Ball Super movie, the Broly movie, and it was fucking fantastic. And pay attention to the end of this review because there's gonna be, this one comes with a surprise ending, if you will. And guys, okay, so I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite animes of all time, and in my opinion, is the greatest action epic anime of all time. Like the best action anime of all time, in my personal opinion. I've only seen little drips of GT, and I have not seen Dragon Ball Super, but I've seen all Dragon Ball Z, all Dragon Ball. And goddamn, and it's been a minute since I watched me a good anime, and this shit was so fucking good, fam. Was so fucking good. I love the almost, I love Man of Steel, but like I love the almost like Man of Steel opening where we're you know, we're in prequel mode, and we're saying like Vegeta's father, and like we're saying how his father was like on a level of like royalty, you know, on planet Vegeta. And it's amazing how sympathetic and just empathetic that they make Broly. I thought was really interesting. Like they made Broly like this tragic archetype that I thought was very fascinating. Like I love the sequence where was it? Broly was on the ship, and he's got that collar around him, and that chick who the chick who uses the Dragon Balls at the end, you know, to wish him back to his planet. You know, when Broly's on her ship and he attacks that guy, and his father uses that fucking taser, you know, that shock collar, you know, and you just realize that Broly is just like this big, it's almost like Broly is like this wild animal, like this tragic wild pit bull who just only saw violence, who only saw fights, you know, and that was their whole life, you know. You know what? To push it even further, it's almost like Broly is like a I don't know, like an African child soldier who just got brainwashed and just thrown into pure violence as a kid. You know what he fucking reminds me of? Did you ever see that movie, I think it was called Unleash with Jet Li? Do you remember that fucking movie with Jet Li had the fucking collar? That's essentially Broly in this fucking movie. Shout out to that movie, because that movie's awesome. But that's kind of what Broly is like in this movie, and it's so dope. It's so dope. Broly is so goddamn powerful, fam. Like, most of the time when Broly is fighting, like, literally Broly only goes from, like, normal Saiyan mode, and then I think he goes to Super Saiyan mode, and that's it. Okay, so to imagine this motherfucker going even further, because I think Goku was saying at the end, like, you know, he might have the power to stop, like, a destroyer god one day, and I was like, oh, shit! And, oh my God! God, what can I say really quick? I mean, I loved what they did with Vegeta here. Like seeing, you know, vivid backstory for like Goku and Vegeta was fascinating. Like seeing that moment with Goku as his parents are saying goodbye, and his mother is so disheartened to watch Kakarot, you know, fly through the cosmos to Earth. Was really interesting. Really gave me some Man of Steel vibes. I love Man of Steel so much. And then, yeah, kind of getting a sense of Vegeta's upbringing was really fascinating as well. It's interesting to think that, like, even when Vegeta was a kid, he was a little fucking shit. Fucking love Vegeta. What else? We got Gogeta in this bitch. I love the comedic bits with them trying to, you know, correctly sync up for becoming Gogeta. That was really cool. Though I think when it comes to like the fusion dance and like a hybrid character of that context, I think Gotenks always just made me just geek out so hard as a kid. I love Gotenks. I loved the way that they introduced and the way that they showed Piccolo in this movie, just because it brought back so many nostalgic memories. Frieza's great as always. It was interesting seeing the golden Frieza, because again, I've been out of the loop for a while. There's this great fucking moment with Frieza where, oh my god, that part was so fucking darkly hilarious. The comedy is like a 10 out of 10 in this film, because that scene where Frieza's like watching them fight and Frieza's like getting displeased, so Frieza, what does he do? Frieza kills fucking Broly's dad, right? And then just because he wants to fucking incite rage and Broly and see what he's really got when Broly just sees red. But when Frieza kills Broly's dad, and then Frieza pretends like someone else did it, and he was like, Broly, oh no, look, your father's dead. That shit was fucking hysterical, fam. That shit was fucking hysterical. God damn, that was funny. Oh boy, this was so good. Another thing that was great was the soundtrack and just the overall score. I thought was magnificent for this. I'm actually gonna like look for that on like Apple Music or some shit, because the soundtrack was dope. When Goku, when he's like, oh, it's my turn to fight, and he goes to fight Broly for the first time in this movie on that ice, that snow-capped mountain world or whatever. Yo, the music that was playing during that part, like I was literally like head nodding to that song. It was great. Or there's even one song that was literally just like chanting the word Vegeta, and I just ate it all up. The soundtrack is great. There's like a very haunting, sort of poignant feel to the music. And it's surprisingly very, very emotive, the music, you know? It really makes you, really hits you in the feels when you hear the music in this movie. It's very, very well scored. I'll have to, I'm gonna have to look up some of the songs, once I'm done recording here, but I'm trying to get this out to you as quickly as I can, because it's fucking freezing out here, and I know the people next to me are like staring at me because this fucking flashlight is so fucking bright. You have no idea, but I don't know. I thought it was fantastic. I just can't believe how powerful they made Broly, and when they were fighting on that snow-capped mountain world, when it was like Vegeta versus Broly, and then eventually Goku versus Broly. Like, I mean, these motherfuckers are knocking each other to mountains, and the way the camera work as they're fighting, the way that the camera will like 360 sort of like circle around them, and the way that the camera will like you know, bend around like energy beams, so you're catching like, it's almost like the filmmakers wanted you to give you a sense that you're watching almost all angles of every shot, every hit, you know. And there was even this one awesome moment where like there's like a POV shot of Broly just wailing on, I think it was Vegeta or I can't remember which one, but like I think it was Vegeta, but like either way, Broly's just wailing on Goku or Vegeta, and like you literally see Goku or Vegeta get knocked through a mountain, and there's like a hole in the mountain, and it's like a POV shot, and you literally see Broly like flying through the hole, keep knocking the piss out of him, you know what I mean? The POV shots, when you're seeing it from Broly's perspective, was dope. That was dope. Because you're just like, goddamn. Or there's this one scene where Broly is knocked into he's knocked through like his body is sent through like the ice sheet surrounding the planet, and like Broly gets so fucking mad that like all the ice melts, and it's just like this raging fucking ocean now. It's just like spinning out of control. I was just like, god damn, the amount of power that they gave Broly was tits. It was sick, son. I had a blast with this movie. It is just fucking awesome. I kind of have like just a bunch of nitpicks, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, there were like certain sequences where like dialogue was just laying down too thick, or maybe some sequences that were a little bit too cheesy to my liking. But I mean, for the most part, this was just so much fun. Particularly like at the beginning of the film, when we first see like Vegeta and Goku interacting for the first time. There's so much great humor there, particularly with Bulma. And like kind of like around the area where you know, at the beginning of the film when the Dragon Balls get taken, you know, they get stolen and fucking the kids like call Bulma and they're like, oh, the Dragon Balls are gone, and Bulma's like, what? By the way, I love that like characters are still doing that same shit from years ago where like anytime a character will gasp or anytime a character is taken aback, they'll just be like they'll just be like this. They'll just be like, I love this shit. Anyways, I'm gonna slap a what do I rate this bad boy? Fuck, I had so much fun with this. It was surprisingly like emotional. I would slap a very clean 9. I'm gonna go 9, a 9 out of 10 for this bad boy. It's just awesome. I don't know how any anime fan, or I don't know how any Dragon Ball Z fan would watch this film and be disappointed. I mean, the action is captured beautifully, and the action is like literally jaw-dropping at points. Like when they were fighting, when it was like Broly versus Goku and Vegeta, well, I suppose when it was Broly versus Goku, and when they were fighting so violently that the ice planet that they were on was fucking melting and becoming like Mustafar and like exploding volcanoes everywhere and lava everywhere. I was like, oh shit! It reminded me of because I feel like my favorite saga from Dragon Ball Z was maybe like the Frieza saga. When we the audience are first introduced to Frieza, and I think the Frieza saga is probably my favorite storyline in Dragon Ball Z, with the exception of like the Majin Buu storyline. God, I love the Frieza storyline in Dragon Ball Z. It's literally, to this day, one of the most epic, awe-inspiring narratives I've ever seen in anime. I'm serious. Like, when I was a kid, watching the Frieza saga for the first time was just so monumental for me as a aspiring artist and filmmaker. Just the action and the emotion that they were able to wrought from the Frieza saga is astounding. But anyways, yeah, I'm feeling the 9 out of 10 on this film. It is fucking awesome. I considered making like a spoiler-free video, but fuck all that. I had to get into spoilers, okay? This shit was awesome. God, there are so many shots. Like, I love the way... Oh my god. Broly's fucking backstory is so fucking sick. I particularly love the element of Broly's backstory, how when he was a kid and he became friends with that big fucking monster. That in itself should be a movie. Like Broly growing up with like this giant monster as a friend, looking like some psychotic cat out of a Miyazaki movie. Like, that in itself should have been its own movie, okay? Someone needs to make a live action movie just out of that relationship between a little boy Broly and his giant monster best friend. I would watch the shit out of that. I thought that was like the sickest backstory for Broly ever. Literally, I was just like, god damn, Broly's backstory's almost more entertaining than Goku. Like, holy shit. But yeah, like, it you know how like in Infinity War, you know, there's so many characters, but they shine just the right amount of spotlight on each character? Same thing happens here. even though there's multiple characters to concentrate on in this movie, everybody has a satisfying moment in this film, you know? Even if they're not on screen for that long. And again, just the action sequences are captured gorgeously in this film. Like, there were so many times while I was watching the action sequences, and I was just like, oh shit! It was awesome. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for this film. It was really, really fucking cool. I don't know if I have anything else to particularly add. I love the way that they visually captured the look of Planet Vegeta at the beginning of the film. You know, right before Broly gets sent off against his father's will on the planet. Some of the shots of the environment there were just so visually stunning. And even the planet that Broly gets sent to as a kid, you know, there's some really visually stunning shots on that planet as well. But as you can see, I had a blast, okay? Watching this movie is equivalent to downing a bunch of that pixie dust candy stick things, you know? That powdered sugary candy, and just having a mouthful of it. That's what this movie was equivalent to, because that shit almost made me hyper. I was so happy watching it. So, yeah, 9 out of 10, but what do you think about this film? Let me know your thoughts down below before I say 9 out of 10 for a fucking 9th time. And let me know your thoughts down below. That was the shit right there, son. Oh. wait, hold on. Yo, that one scene where fucking Frieza's bitch ass said, what'd he say? Frieza's bitch ass said he wanted to use the Dragon Balls just so he could get like 5 centimeters taller or some shit. So Joe, what we doing right now? Where are we going?
So we're going to pretty much press conference room for Dragon Ball Z, you know, with the voice of Goku.
Yeah.
Pretty much got a 15-minute interview. Talk on these elevators.
She go. But look at this view. Gosh, dog. That's sick. Wow.
Cool name like that. Then I'll just go by
Kakarot. Yeah, everything else cool.
Yeah, that's true. And all the things I ever wanted cool
the 3-minute mark and then
that I never had have been completely made up for by portraying Goku.
So let's get started.
To this fight, I'm perfect.
I have to pitch the idea that I think Cell was the better choice for. Yeah, that's right. I have to pitch the idea.
Can I ask a random question? Is that cool? So I guess what's been like a moment that maybe like gave you like chills after recording or like goosebumps? You know, like a certain scene.
Well, it'd be really funny right now if you just went, you like, all seriousness, you got the mic and you go, "This is my show, bitch," and then you're like all sad and shit. And you go, "No,
yeah,
like, you were all serious as a heart attack." You know, that would be best. That shit, like if you had the thought of the timing, you know,
yeah, I just
like, know your place, camera down. No, that's a great question. Actually, the trailer just did that.
Yeah. Dragon Ball, the new Dragon Ball movie. Broly.
Broccoli. No, kid.
Broly will be coming out in theaters.
Mr. Broccoli. I mean,
January 2019. Sean Shenmue, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. No, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Questions?
yeah, it was lovely to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you, sir.